storytelling?
I think that storytelling is the telling of a narrative, right? What is storytelling?
Storytelling is like telling a story.
Gail DeVos defines storytelling as a solo performance of an oral narrative. It is the concept of taking a story, making it your own, and performing it for an audience.
So what is theater?
Theater is the expression of drama. It is everything that is inside me. What is theater?
Well, I'd say theater is like performing something, like a story. Performing a story.
Dictionary.com defines theater as a dramatic performance as a branch of art.
I don't know. Let's find out.
Follow me!
Storytelling theater is a great addition to any classroom that wishes to expose students to the world of anything. By creating a historical or cultural atmosphere, companies and individuals can educate through personal experience. Imagine learning about Russia in a junior high classroom and having your classroom transformed into 20th century Russia and your teacher transformed to Vladimir Lenin.
A theater company from the UK did a similar project with grade school students. Age Exchange created a project called Good Morning Children, in which they set up a 1920s classroom and hired an actor to play a teacher from that era. This let the children experience a typical day in a 1920s classroom. They were subject to nail inspections, and they used slates, inkwells, and fountain pens. This experience allowed them to compare educational systems and observe the changes that have occurred in the last 90 years. At the end of their day, the children had the opportunity to talk about their experiences with a company of seniors, and from there, they created their own theater scenes. These scenes were original, based on their own experiences and the stories they had heard from the company.
By incorporating theater into storytelling, Age Exchange was able to teach students about the past, and students were able to experience the day rather than simply hear about it. Storytelling theater is a great tool as it brings education to life.
Age Exchange organizes other school workshops as well. These workshops explore topics selected through the national curriculum and allow students to explore their own memories and learn about the past. Activities include movement, creative writing, collective creation, and their most famous, reminiscence boxes, where students get to examine and use objects from the past and compare them to typical objects of today. Storytelling theater can also be used to explore topics around the world that may otherwise be overlooked. A person in Canada may have no knowledge or experiences with the cultures and traditions of Africa, but storytelling theater can act as a bridge between the two very different cultures.
A storytelling company by the name of Aroko Theater uses theater to tell the stories of their native land and ancestors. Aroko Theater is based out of the UK and is under the guidance of Alex Omapias. The Aroko Theater website states that the use of interactive performance and/or workshops in the art of oral storytelling, drama, music, and dance help to educate and enhance the creative potential, self-confidence, and self-esteem of children and young people from varied backgrounds and abilities. Let's check out a video of a recent performance by Aroko Theater.
Thank you. Story time, story time. Yeah. Have you had a nice day today?
Yeah.
This story is about a certain creepy, crawly, eight-legged creature. You find it, at times they're so tiny, but yes. Spider! But you see, this story is coming all the way from a country called Ghana. It was in a very small village. Somewhere in Ghana, a very long time, all the people of the village, including the little children, they were hard working.
As you you can see, Iroko Theatre uses many interactive techniques in order to fully engage and educate their audiences. This clip shows a very young audience. However, Iroko performs for audiences of all ages. Their inspiration stems from various personal and traditional stories. Allow us to highlight 3 of their most important works.
This show promotes awareness of HIV and AIDS amongst the African population. By using storyteller theater, the very difficult, sensitive message of AIDS is presented in a more audience-friendly way. Due to the sensitive nature of the topic, this allows the audience to take in the information and use it as they wish. This performance is a dance drama that examines the effects of drugs on the youth population. As with the cycle of life, the project looks at very sensitive material, but does so in a way that is non-threatening, therefore increasing receptivity.
Iroko Theatre is just one of the many companies that are breaking down barriers between cultures, language, and prejudices. Though it is rooted in traditional African storytelling, it uses modern techniques of drama to transfer their message to the audience.
Some other companies doing this include
Many companies and projects use reminiscence theater to educate audiences and liberate participants about past traumas. Reminiscence theater is a theater generated from participants' stories and past experiences, whether they be good or bad.
a local company out of Edmonton called the Jerry Actors and Friends is an intergenerational theater group that generates stories based on their own experiences, issues affecting Edmonton seniors, and the youth-senior dichotomy. The Jerry Actors website states that some of the issues they explore include elder abuse, invisibility, and Alzheimer's and caregivers.
One of their plays, called Invisible, discusses how seniors are often left out, pushed aside, and forgotten within our society. This project is performed at conferences, senior citizens' homes, and festivals.
Let's watch a clip from Stagebridge Theatre Company, similar to Jerry Actors.
Through Stagebridge, seniors reach out and challenge attitudes about aging in America, bringing generations together to see each other in exciting new ways. Stagebridge performances enrich the community.
Now ask you very confidentially, ain't she sweet?
And audiences everywhere are inspired by what they see.
Very witty, very passionate, very lively. It was wonderful.
I loved it. It made me feel young again.
Stagebridge offers classes in acting, improvisation, singing, storytelling, and dance, giving seniors an opportunity to explore their talents and creativity. No experience necessary.
I like the creativity that's involved in trying different things, different ways of doing stuff is really fascinating. And the second most important thing is when we're finished, we get the applause.
The thing that about Stagebridge that is the best thing of all is there are so many people in it that I love. And they're just wonderful people.
Storytelling theater as therapy is being used to work with youth, prison inmates, people suffering from disabilities, whether that be physical or mental, and drug addicts.
Collective creation can be defined as a collaborative playwriting process. Groups create their own original plays collectively. Often, these performances are generated using a theme or a specific narrative structure.
School drama programs often use collective creation. Some of the benefits include
students developed critical thinking and problem-solving skills.
Students learning to negotiate and compromise.
There was an improvement of student writing.
Students began to understand leadership roles and responsibilities.
Students became aware of community resources. Teachers noticed an increase in the students' self-esteem. Collective creation has given students a voice. Linda Lang states, they discovered they could influence the thinking of others, find issues of significance in their lives, translate them into a theater piece, and affect the people who saw their creation.
Collective creation is used throughout the theater community, and many times are based on the participants' experiences, or based on another community's or person's story. This is known as documentary or verbatim theater. Information is gathered through interviews, observation, and archives. Let's see a clip from the Electric Company Theatre, based out of Vancouver. Some more collective creation projects include The Farm Show. Theatre Pass Marai conducted interviews, research, and observations to create a show based on the citizens of Clinton, Ontario. The Laramie Project. The Tectonic Theatre Project conducted interviews about the murder of Matthew Shepard. This play outlines life in the town of Laramie the year after the incident. Talking to Terrace. Max Stafford Clark and Robert Soanes interviewed Terrace, politicians, journalists, and relief workers to generate material for their show. As you can see, storytelling theater is complex and difficult to define. What we are trying to show is that storytelling theater can mean something different to each individual or company and even to the audience.
We think storytelling theater is a unique blend of both stories and theater that work to send a message to its audience in a creative way, regardless of culture, age, or gender. For additional information, please see our resource page.
Hey, so now you know!
See you next time!